This video contains spoilers. If you haven't seen the Mario Galaxy movie, including the post-credits, leave now. Thank you. Welp, I watched the Mario Galaxy movie. I bet you want my thoughts, right? My honest opinion on this film I've been hyping up. It was fun, but I'm also conflicted. So let's try to be a little positive. I'll try to be a little nice in how I view this movie, because I'll be honest, like, dude, when this first announcement, so-called leak, I guess, because it did get leaked before the actual announcement in September last year. Was it last year? Jesus Christ, this is time flies. They revealed a movie based on Mario Galaxy. Dude, a movie based on my favorite Mario game of all time? Dude, that sounds awesome. And then we lead up to it, and alright, I will say this, the first, like, tease, I guess, didn't feel like a Galaxy trailer, but seeing Rosalina, of course, like, dude, I was like, I need to see more of her. And then, of course, we saw the second trailer. It was mostly focused on Yoshi, and then they showed less stuff about Galaxy, it showed more about Odyssey. And then the third trailer dropped. Oh, you guys know how I felt. Like, my excitement for the Galaxy movie was still there, but it went even lower at that point because of one thing. But we'll talk about that later. Let's get to the actual, like, movie. So, last time I reviewed this movie, I kind of talked about the entirety of how things went. I'm not going to do that again, so to not make this a crazy long video, I'm just going to say my thoughts, you know, like regular, of course, like I do with my game reviews and stuff. So here we go. Let's just start off. And no images, because blurry images will give me a copyright strike. So, yeah, now that I know. But yeah, here we go. So, movie starts off with, actually, Rosalina, which I kind of assumed that would be the case. Rosalina fighting Mega Leg, honestly. And, you know, we kept seeing that scene the entire time. And then there was a scene of her getting captured by Mega Leg from Bowser Jr., yeah, that was the part. We'll talk more about that later. And then it cuts off to Mario and Luigi driving around the Sand Kingdom in Mario Odyssey, of course. They find Yoshi, of course, take him home, and also it gave Yoshi a backstory. Oh, I guess I should put I guess I'll remember to put in the beginning of the video. Yes, there will be spoilers. So yeah. They gave Yoshi a sort of backstory of why he existed in why he was even around. Yeah, so that's really neat, honestly. I also saw a little bit of we also saw Donkey Kong for like a second, so that was kind of a neat cameo. It's probably my favorite part of the movie, honestly. Just joking. But yeah, we did see that, and of course, we had the Star Festival play out. Dude, I will say this, the music, oh my god, like, dude, there were so many amazing songs. There were some pop songs here and there, and it was like one I knew about. But I don't know. I felt like I forgot the pop song what they played, because generally, like, they definitely improved with that aspect. Because with the first movie, they had pop songs, which I don't have a problem with them using it if it fits the scene. But sometimes it doesn't work. They put "Take on Me" and not, you know, freaking the Donkey Kong remix. I'm still upset about that. But no, they actually improved on the whole music. There wasn't too many pop songs. Like, I generally sometimes don't even remember what pop song even played, aside from, like, one near the beginning where it shows Yoshi's backstory. So, yeah, that was pretty neat, honestly. So, they definitely improved in that aspect. That's probably one of the big improvements from the first movie, honestly. So, yeah. And then, of course, we had, you know, moments like the Peach's Castle just taken up into the sky, just like Mario Galaxy. And of course, we see Bowser Jr. And I gotta say, with Bowser Jr., he did I think he was pretty fine for the most part, honestly. I guess I should give my thoughts on the other cast, but I want to save that for a bit at the end, so yeah. But yeah, Bowser Jr. was pretty sick, honestly, and someone, like, you know, it's pretty cool that he got a lot of screen time, honestly, and they did him justice here, in my opinion, and then his relationship with Bowser is so kind of adorable, although a little, would you trust Bowser Jr. and Bowser, basically, but hey, it's adorable little scenes with Bowser and Bowser Jr. I'm glad they honestly did that. So yeah, mix of evil and, of course, being, you know, caring about his dad, Bowser. And yes, Bowser grows big. Almost forgot to mention Bowser was small in the first movie, and yeah, Bowser grows big again. So yeah, but we'll talk more about that later. But yeah, I really like Bowser Jr. I guess I should also talk about Yoshi. Yoshi was really adorable, and I gotta say, he was such an adorable character, and voice really works for him. I'm glad he doesn't speak, thank God. So yeah, we had Yoshi there, of course. I'll save Rosalina for the end, I promise you. But yeah, of course we have, I don't know, I've been kind of scrambling about extra stuff. And visually, I will say, I guess I haven't talked about Illumination really as much. I don't really watch Illumination movies, and the ones I've seen are like, Despicable Me is good. That's like their best movie, and honestly, I think almost everyone can agree, unless I'm DK biased and I say the Mario movie is their best movie, but yeah. And then of course we had, there was also Despicable Me 2, which was, it was good. I don't even remember most of it, to be honest, but it was still fine, even though I prefer the first movie. And then there was, I watched the Lorax in like a school, like near the end, near the end when school was about to finish in like middle school. I generally don't remember most of it. We were all just on our phones. Just a little backstory for me there. And then I watched both Sing movies. I don't know. I fell asleep for both of them. Honestly, I don't know. I don't get the. I see people say they're like, oh, they're good movies. I don't know. I didn't really get the appeal of them. And then I watched The Grinch. It was awful. I generally was so disappointed in The Grinch. So yeah, so yeah. If it ain't obvious, Illumination doesn't make the greatest movies. But yeah, just wanted to throw it out there. So yeah, now, of course, we have other stuff I want to talk about, of course. I guess I should throw my opinion on the original cast of Mario, because I probably have my opinions changed since 2023. Mario's voice it's still just okay to me. Like, it sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. That's just kind of how Chris Pratt works. Charlie Day, Luigi, oh my god. This is the one thing I'm glad Luigi got way more screen time compared to the first movie. This was one of the biggest criticisms with the first movie. Luigi was just captured in a cage for 90% of the movie. Or at least, not 90%, but like most of the movie he was just captured. I even forgot he was even captured the first time I watched the movie. That just kind of shows. But yeah, Luigi got a lot more screen time, and he's like the best voice actor of everybody, honestly. So, congrats, Luigi. Peach, I don't know, she had some good moments, but I think she had the least memorable lines, in my opinion. Like, every other main character was, like, at least had memes that were funny, but Peach, I can't remember a single one she had, honestly. So, yeah. Bowser, of course, carries a lot. I know a lot of people say he's the best, and Luigi, so I can't blame them for that. And then, of course, oh yeah, this, Toad, yeah, Toad also happened, yeah. We have Captain Toad now, so yeah, Toad is actually Captain Toad, the same character. There's a lot of takes on that, but yeah, that does exist now, so yeah. Alright, so that's pretty good. And then, of course, I guess I'll talk about the rest of the movie now, but yeah. Basically, Bowser was kind of on the good side. It seems like Bowser and Luigi are pretty chill, honestly. It's kind of funny to think about because, some artwork I've seen online that will not be shared for reasons. Anyway, so yeah, there were some good moments like that with Bowser, honestly, and of course, his relationships. So yeah, and alright, I'm gonna probably get into the spoiler territory at this point, so be aware. Near the second half of the movie, of course, we did see some more enemies, and of course, I didn't even talk about Wart in the casino. Yeah, we saw Wart. We didn't see Fry Guy. We didn't see all the Mario Bros. 2 enemies, unfortunately, but yeah. We did see Wart. He didn't really get the biggest... I kind of didn't expect him to have a major role or anything, but man, I really love how Wart was handled. I hope this isn't the last time we see him, but who knows? He might be Spike or something. We did see a cameo of Spike, by the way, which was kind of funny. So there was that, and of course, there's a bunch of other references, of course, and I guess I'll throw out the arguments I hear with the Mario movies, and this was also the case with the first movie, but references, I don't know, it seems like a very double-edged sword argument I've heard online, because I don't have like, the locations in Mario, those aren't references at all, they just exist in the world. It's called world building. I say a reference is like Pigmen, basically. Yeah, the Pigmen are in the movie, so yeah, it's a good movie. I really love the inclusion of Pigmen, and we also had Rob, and the main one that which didn't get shown immediately, to be honest, was Star Fox. And I gotta say, I want to play Star Fox now, because he actually does a decent amount. I've never played, well, I only played one Star Fox game, but like, I guess 3, technically. I mostly played 64, but man, they did Star Fox pretty good. His voice fits him pretty well, honestly. So, Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if Star Fox honestly gets a movie of his own, honestly. So yeah. So yeah. Okay, I have I said more things? Alright, so I'll talk about alright, I'm gonna talk about the ending at this point, so be aware. So yes, Peach and Toad split up while Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and I guess Bowser split up, of course. Somewhat. They go on a little own adventure, and you know, we saw Honey Queen, by the way. Good thing I'm showing Honey Hive Galaxy footage here. They did not show this in any of the marketing because they know the theaters are gonna be. Yep. And then of course we did see a couple of other you know, the Galaxy, you just see a little bit of Drip Drop. I think that was Drip Drop. I think I did misread that if it was Bleo based, but yeah, there was a few Galaxy names, and oh my god, I have to share this mention where the Mario gang have to, I think it was Peach that said this, that they have to go to Space Junk Galaxy. I was so excited to hear Space Junk Galaxy, and I don't even remember if they even played it. They didn't, I can't even remember if they didn't even go there. I can't even remember if they even played it. I'm so pissed about that, because Space Junk Galaxy is like my favorite galaxy in all of Mario Galaxy. Yeah, I was pissed about that, kinda. This is kind of one of the major problems with the movie, is the pacing, and also, the character interactions, I will say, they're definitely improved here. Somewhat. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Of course, with, I don't know, there's been way more moments with Mario and Peach. I even see Luigi and Yoshi teasing Mario, like, oh, you got a girlfriend? That sort of, like, talk you hear in many movies where a boy has a crush on a girl. That's just kind of how it works. So yeah, it was that funny moment. I gotta say, I love the Mario and Peach moments. I don't usually care about shipping, but Mario and Peach, yeah, I'll take that, honestly. So yeah, there was those moments. Okay, now talk about the ending of the movie. So Mario and Luigi get turned to babies because of, what was it? The Super Scope thing from Bowser Jr. actually. Yeah, they use a Super Scope, and then of course they land in the Cascade Kingdom, run away from that T-Rex from Mario Odyssey. We did already know about that, and you know. And now we fly into the next. So the Lumas basically flew back to when Star Fox and the others crashed, and the Lumas came back, and now they're gonna help out. So of course they all went into basically World Bowser, kinda, with a mix of Mario Wonder's Bowser's Castle. Dude, when I saw it, I was like, damn, I already knew there was Mario Wonderlove, but it was pretty cool to see, honestly. And then, of course, we had the fight. Mario and Peach fight Bowser, of course. They did the class. I want to mention the 8-bit stuff. Mario Bros. And Mario World stuff in there, dude. I saw, it looked like, it was legit from Mario Maker 2 sprites, with, Mario World, specifically near the end of the movie, which was, you know I love Super Mario World, honestly, so that was really, that got me a lot. And then, of course, we had the fight, of course. Bowser loses, falls in the lava, just like in the original Mario Bros. Bowser Jr. is generally depressed. Like, dude, like, I even felt, I know Bowser's the bad guy, but I honestly felt bad for Bowser Jr., honestly, missing his dad. But he's not done yet! Because, oh my god, I did not think, I'm so glad I didn't get spoiled of this movie in any capacity, because now Bowser is Dry Bowser, yes, the Dry Bowser, and now they're back fighting. Of course, Bowser has his Bowser Jr. Furry mode that was never seen, basically Furry Bowser from, like, you know, Mario 3 World plus Bowser Fury. Bowser Jr. has his own Fury, like, move with his paintbrush, which is pretty cool, honestly. It's something that's never been seen in the games. Again, I wish they didn't show this immediately in, like, the footage, but it's Illumination. Marketing can be weird sometimes. Okay. And, of course, they used their powers. Mario used the Drill power-ups, more specifically from Mario Wonder. Luigi used a Cloud Flower from Galaxy 2, by far one of the most broken speedrunning, like, power-ups. And Yoshi uses... And Yoshi's inflated. Yeah, I can't show pics, unfortunately. Yoshi does. It's the blimp fruit from a Galaxy 2, if you want to be, if I want to be specific, I guess. And of course, they beat him. And now, okay, here comes. All right. So the rest of the ending involves Rosalina. Now it's time to rant on Rosalina. Time for a grown man to rant on my favorite princess of Mario. Oh boy. Okay. I have my expectations low for Rosalina based on the third trailer. Like, the moment I heard, oh, Rosalina's missing, yeah, I knew my expectations for her to do anything more than fight Megaleg were already pretty low. And yes, She is the damsel in distress, and that's kind of the whole point. She doesn't do shit in the movie aside from like the ending and the beginning moments. All of her moments shine at the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie. So if you want Rosalina content, if you're a Rose, this is the Star Fox got more freaking time than Rosalina. This is not right, man. All right, but okay, I'll give some silver linings despite the fact that she's definitely the Luigi of this movie, where she just doesn't get used as much. That being said, however, so there's some interesting story going on with her. And this was speculated by longtime fans about Peach and Rosalina being related. And, well, the movie confirms sisters. Yeah, Rosalina has a sister now, I guess. It's Peach. I don't know how artwork-wise, I have no idea how this is going to be handled, but yeah. Peach and Rosalina are related. Congrats, fan theories and other theories. I honestly, if this is for I don't really have an opinion on Rosalina and Peach being related just because they're, I don't know, so-called similar, I guess. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't happen. So really, I could care less, honestly, if this existed, really. But I don't know. I'm not losing my mind over this. I can see why some people would hate it. I can see why some people would like to see more from her, you know? But, yeah, they have this sort of backstory with Peach that was in the first movie, and it confirmed that, yes, it was Rosalina. Yeah. It was kind of sad, honestly. Those were her best moments, and of course the beginning scene with Megaleg, but obviously didn't take him out. She didn't take him out, and then of course the ending, where Peach and Rosalina had to work together to stop Bowser, stop the Boomsday Machine, which was, I think that's what they called it actually. And yeah, and really Rosalina doesn't. And yeah, that's it. And now the galaxy is saved after they repair the castle, basically. So yeah. Alright, and that's the summarize of the movie without making it too long, and I will say my thoughts. Now it's time to get into the arguments. So, Rosalina doesn't do much in the original game, huh? Well, she got kidnapped for 90% of the movie. Star Fox got more stuff than her. I know Rosalina is not known for going on adventures, but like, Peach was kidnapped in Galaxy, and they gave her more time. I'm glad they did that. And I gotta say, Peach was kind of improved compared to the first movie. I don't remember much of it because I felt like she was kind of unmemorable to me, honestly. But, yeah, I don't know. That's just how it is, I guess. But, whatever. I'm not losing my mind over this as a longtime Rosalina fan, as a longtime Mario Galaxy fan. Because, does it still feel like a Galaxy movie? Yes, in a way. I think you want to look at this more. I feel like this should have been called the Mario Brothers movie 2. And I feel like I would have had a much different opinion on this, honestly, because, yeah. But if you look at it like that, yeah, you're having a fun time with this movie, honestly. But the issues are still there. The pacing is weird. The character actions, while better, I say, especially with Mario and Peach, I say the character actions are definitely improved, in my opinion. It's not the most insane thing ever, but it's definitely improved, honestly. And, of course, Rosalina doesn't really speak to anybody until the very end of the movie, so that's neat. So yeah, I can't get much of Rosalina, how she feels with everyone else. It's like she barely knows. But at least she raised the story to Lumas. I gotta say, now I can talk about Rosalina's voice. They did their voice very, very well, honestly. She's like, I don't know, third or fourth best voice actor. Bowser and Luigi are probably still up there, honestly, but yeah, Brie Larson, man, she was like so passionate about Rosalina, basically. She's even a Nintendo fan, from what I hear. She has a Wii U, apparently, and she's played video games. So, yeah, it's really cool, considering that most voice actors kind of don't understand games like that. So, yeah, I mean, I get that why, but still, I don't know. It's just, Brie Larson, despite all that hype, I don't know. They could have really done better with her, in my opinion. I just hope this isn't the end for movie Rosalina. Knowing Nintendo, I don't know. It probably would be too much to include her again, honestly, if they continue to add more characters. So, yeah. Okay, so I think that's pretty much my thoughts on the movie. Oh, okay, post-credit spoiler. Alright. Drum roll, please. It was Daisy. It was Daisy. Daisy fans. You win this time. I'm actually glad she's here at least, but yeah, I don't know. There's no DK tease. There was no. I mean, my expectation. I don't know. I really thought they would tease the DK movie, or at least why DK wasn't there for the movie. But I mean, I think we're still getting a DK movie anyway. But I don't know. It's definitely I don't know. It was definitely a much better reaction post-credits than the first movie, so I'll give it that. I'm not a Daisy hater. Don't worry. I probably would have preferred Wario because I'm more of a Wario person, but hopefully he appears in the third movie whenever that happens. It probably won't be for a while though. Who knows, honestly. But yeah, overall though, despite my opinion, yeah, I actually enjoyed this movie for the most part. Do I like it more than the first movie? I really don't know, honestly, because I feel like my opinions are like, it's fun, but also like it has the same issues. Pacing is a problem, and some characters are underutilized. So really, it really depends if I want to go for the bias of DK in the first movie, or watch like 10 minutes of Rosalina doing anything for the second movie. So really, it just kind of depends on my vibe, honestly. But I will say the music, top notch. They did the music justice. Now, time to get into the arguments I've been hearing with this movie. It's a Mario movie. Why do you expect a deep story? I don't think anyone's expecting some crazy story or anything like that, but a story that works, basically. And I already got into the arguments, like, with references and Rosalina. So, yeah, I think the take of, it's Mario. Do you expect a crazy story? Like, yeah, I don't think everyone's expecting an RPG level of story, but, like, a story that can be, like, I've watched movies with probably simple stories that can still be engaging and fun to watch. That being said, this movie's still fun to watch, but I just find the argument of, well, okay, it's a Mario movie. You don't need to expect a story. I mean, I get whatever, man. I don't know. The argument is always back and forth, really, so yeah. But despite that, if you're a Mario fan, yeah, go watch the Galaxy movie. There's real fun to be had, and there's a lot of neat references, especially with some background characters. And I gotta say, it's a really fun movie, so definitely give it a try. Definitely watch it if you're a Mario fan, but not the masterpiece I was expecting, really. So, I don't know, 6.5 out of 10 movie, like the first movie. So, yeah. If you want, again, my take is, I don't really think either this movie or the sequel are better or nor worse. I think I have the same opinion on them. It just kind of depends on my vibe, really. So, yeah. Hopefully this won't be the end of Rosalina, but they're not going to do that, obviously. They're going to have more general audience at least see Rosalina, so yeah. But overall, still a fun movie, but yeah, I wish it was handled better, especially Rosalina, but still a fun movie, though. Definitely give it a try. Despite my Rosalina bias, this movie is still fun to watch, so yeah. Alright, I'll give my thoughts on the voice actors now. Chris Pratt Mario is okay. It just sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Luigi is the best voice actor. I think I screwed them all, but yeah, Luigi and Bowser are the best ones. Yoshi, adorable, fits really well. Peach, I don't know, kind of unmemorable, just okay for the most part. Toad worked out pretty well, especially when he was Captain Toad. And now the new voice actors. Bowser Jr.'s voice is, it works, honestly. I'm surprised I actually liked it more than I thought. I didn't get the best first impression the first few moments, but no, it generally works, honestly. Yoshi, I did say, and then Rosalina's voice, yeah, I really loved it, despite the lack of screen time she had, honestly, so yeah. And Star Fox, yeah, Star Fox was cool. I'll definitely play Star Fox now. Okay, alright, I think that's my thoughts on this Galaxy movie. I went on this for too long. I'll explain more. I want to talk about more things with the Galaxy movie and also the future, sometime in another video, but, yeah, it was a fun movie. It was a fun movie. Go give it a watch, honestly, so yeah. Alright, I made this video really long, but it was fun, so yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. If you've watched the Super Mario Galaxy movie, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below. Later, folks.